guys. Um, yeah, I. This is really tough for me. Okay, I've never done this before, and I'm very nervous. And it took me a lot for me to just have this video done. But it was so strong the feeling that I have to, just reach out to some people out there that I'm doing this now. yeah. Um, so anyway, I know we're all in a really tough time together. I'm currently here in Cape Town, South Africa, and we're already in the 5th week of complete lockdown. So I've not left this property in this time except of going shopping now and then. So I really understand how hard it is. I mean, I'm quite an extrovert. I come from the countryside. I love being outside. I love just running around, roaming around, farming, gardening, all that kind of stuff. And now I'm stuck here with the same people in the same four walls, and it's really difficult. And I know how it feels. Sometimes you just stop thinking because you have nothing to do anymore. I mean, once your 8 hours of work, homework, literally, or home office are done, and if you don't have family and small kids that keep you busy, or partners that keep you busy, it can get quite challenging because all of a sudden you're there with yourself and your emotions, and then you start asking questions like, what am I supposed to do in this world? What am I supposed to do to this or in this society? What is my task here? What is the meaning of all of this? I mean, if a sickness or a virus can determine the future of the whole world, basically, what is really meaningful? What does my work that I put into this society for all those years, what if that has that even changed, if that can collapse in such a quick amount of time? What if my job or my business that I've created in such long period of time, if that can clash so quickly? Like, I can lose my house, my home so quickly. Why am I doing this even? And guys, I really just want to encourage you, or try to encourage you. I know that I guess lots of people just think, another one of these nice talks. But even if I can help one person or encourage one person to keep on holding on to what really matters in life, then it's worth it doing this. I just want to share a little bit of what keeps me going. This headline is called Christianity and COVID-19 and today's society. I think for me, what keeps me going is my Christian faith, my belief that Jesus loves us so much, and God is above everything, and God is in everything. He is in COVID-19. He is right here in this room with you, and in your room. And as a child, I just lied in bed, and I thought, if God is real, then He is right here with me in bed. And I think having that as a child, that gave me so much, even up to today, where I think, oh my word, because I had that child experience, I never lost that ability to think who God is, and to feel overwhelmed by God, and to feel surrounded by God. And I want to challenge you today. Just sit down and try to think like you did as a child, to actually fathom what it means to be surrounded by God. It's a wonderful, beautiful feeling, I'm telling you. And I know you will feel stupid. I mean, I feel stupid all the time, but it doesn't matter. I mean, you're just by yourself, and it's an amazing experience, an experiment actually. And I never actually got disappointed in this. And then you can even go further. I mean, you can experiment and just ask yourself, okay, if God is real, I can actually talk to Him. And the beautiful thing is, I'm not about religion or any stuff like that. For me, faith is your personal relationship to God. And God loves you so much. I mean, He gave everything for you, everything. And I mean, we just passed Easter, and I know that's all difficult what happened there, and yeah, the whole crucifixion and stuff. We don't have to get there now, but the crucial thing is that that he gave it all to be with you and with me, and he still gives it all to be with you and to be with me. I mean, the reason why I'm here is because he loves you so much. He wants me to reach out to you through me. Yeah, and it's just stunning for me to know we are all together in this, and we're all surrounded by this one God that try to connect with you and with me. And maybe we're in this phase together to take a minute and think about, okay, if God is real, what's his message to us in this moment? In COVID-19, what are we supposed to learn? Is there something we have to get right? Is there some kind of thinking we have to change? Is there some perspective we have to get right? There's so many things. I mean, at least I all the time struggle with so many fears, so many worries. I think a lot about the future. Like, oh, I can't wait to live on a farm again. That's my struggle. Can't wait to have children and all that kind of stuff. But I know exactly that we're at a time for a reason, and we have to learn to be patient. We have to learn to embrace that time and to go through a certain stage. And even if you're stuck at home now, you can have the most beautiful love story with God there. That is so nice to know. I mean, just take your time, sit down, try that experiment, just feel surrounded by God. Try to feel where you are in this universe, where God is, because he's everywhere surrounding you. And he just wants to be with you. He wants to be the father that you never had. He wants to be better than your father. Or, if you never had one, he wants to show you what it means to be loved, to be wanted. Because even if you're not wanted in this world, and I know there's thousands of people that weren't really wanted, and you never felt love, you never felt that purpose, there is that purpose, and God says that he picked you. He formed you in your mother's womb. That's what it says in the Bible. It's so beautiful. He formed you in your mother's womb because he wanted you exactly how you are. And he embraces you how you are. And even your mistakes and your stupidness, your craziness, he loves you in the whole package. And that's so nice. And it's funny because if you look at a little puzzle piece, it's actually quite ugly. Well, I think it's quite ugly because it has edges and it has this ugly, I don't know, I don't like necessarily the shape. It's not always round and stuff, and sometimes looks a little bit skew and whatever. But if you put it together and you form the whole picture, it's beautiful. And that's how God describes his people, and that's all his children together. He says, every single one I've handmade, picked and carefully, beautifully formed, and all together they are this amazing body, and I'm so proud of it. And I'm so proud of every single piece, every little child of mine, and I so much care for you. He says even those hairs on your head are counted. That's how much he knows you, how much he loves you. And that also answers the question, if you ask yourself, why should I speak to him? He can't hear me anyway. Or why should I talk to my head to him? Because he can't hear me anyway. But that's not true. If he knows every single of your hairs, it says in the Bible, he knows your single thought. So you can bring your honest opinion to him. If you're angry, you shout at him. If you're happy, you dance with him. I mean, I dance all the time speaking to God, and I'm telling you, it's the best quality time. And I feel so surrounded by him. I feel so honestly surrounded, loved, cared for. I feel comforted. I just feel this fullness and this meaningness. And that, I think, is my biggest treasure in life. And that treasure I would love to share with you. Because that fullness of having God in your life, that is my true meaning. And, I think it's easy to say that, but I've spoken to people that literally have nothing. Here in South Africa, I met so many people that have nothing. They live in a tiny shack. I mean, they don't even have clothes to wear or food to eat, and they say, I have Jesus, and I can feel God is with me, and He gives me the food I need every day. I survive, and I'm so happy inside. And if you see these people, I originally come from Germany, and if you see these people here, they're living on the road, sometimes they are more happy than people I've seen in Germany that are so rich, have the nicest job, but they're so stressful and without direction, without meaning, without fullness. And I think if you're looking for that purpose, for that meaning, for that fullness inside of you, then you should maybe start searching. And I think, I know there's somebody that really is eager and so keen to meet you and to give you purpose and meaning, especially in the time now of COVID-19. And I know it's so easy in this time to get down, depressed. I also had that the past day sometimes, and then I just put up some worship and I just close my eyes and I sit down quietly alone, and I just think, okay, God, you're here. I have to remind myself, you're here and you have a wonderful, beautiful plan and future for me. Please show me what that is right now here in COVID-19, in my lockdown, where I can do literally nothing out of my perspective. But then God shows me things like this that I'm supposed to do, where I can bless somebody, where I can be meaningful to other people, write in WhatsApp, or have a nice Skype call with my family, or, just cheer for the whole of your city at 8 o'clock for the people that are still working for us, or whatever it is. God makes you so creative, and He's going to show you what it is that can give you that meaning and fullness right now. But more than that, your main purpose or your main, I think, satisfaction is to know there's somebody that loves you so much and that wants to be with you and that made you, and that thinks that you are the most perfect person and you're so wanted and so loved. God bless you. I hope you have a really good time from now on, or at least in the next days, and I hope you try that experiment. And if you have any question, please let me know underneath. And I'm really keen to go this journey with you guys. And until then, goodbye.